Yummy. Yummy.
Common Good TV show. The Common Good TV show. Brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission. Highlighting the good in the community. Hosted by Pastor John McClain. Tucson's favorite family show. Common Good Radio Show. The Common Good Radio Show. Brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission. Highlighting the good in the community. Hosted by Pastor John McClain. Tucson's favorite family show.
All right, welcome back. This is the Common Good Radio Show. I'm your host, Ron Arenas. We're filling in for Pastor John McClain. I have my wife, Janae Arenas, here as my co-host.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for filling in with me.
Yeah, you bet.
Just like in all of life, you're a great co-pilot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try.
We've had some really good conversations this past hour, and now we have another guest that's a good friend of ours and one of the sponsors for The Guys Next Door, Steamy Concepts. Garrett, how you doing?
Doing well, Ron. Janae, how are you doing?
We're doing really good. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about Steamy Concepts.
So Steamy Concepts is a locally owned and operated damage restoration and floor cleaning business. So Matt, the owner, Matt and Lori Horn started this 26 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
Kind of started.
So they're just new at it.
Yeah, exactly. Just starting off. He kind of started it as just the
floor cleaning, right?
Yeah, just the floor cleaning, just a little van with a kind of, don't want to call it beat up truck, but yeah.
The starter truck.
Yeah, exactly. And he's grown it into what it is today, and we have over 100 employees now. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is excellent.
Yep.
And a lot of what you do now is restoration, right? That's kind of your focus?
Yeah, that's my focus. It's kind of separated in like two different businesses. So it's Steamy Concepts Floor Cleaning and Steamy Concepts Damage Restoration, where we handle like water damage, mold, fire damage, all that terrible stuff that hopefully no one has to go through. But yeah.
So why is it so important if you have water damage or a potential mold issue? Why is it so important to have a professional restoration company?
So yeah, it's important because if you have water damage, it will turn into mold if you don't take care of it. So you want to get it done as soon as possible because it will keep growing. So typically we get out there within an hour to 2 hours. So we try to start the drying process like right away,
right?
Just to eliminate some of that damage. So so it doesn't turn into mold. If it does turn into mold, because sometimes you don't see,
it could be a leak behind the wall.
Could be a leak behind the wall, yeah. So if there is mold, we do work with some third-party companies that do mold air testing.
Oh,
so
okay.
We don't do it because it's kind of like a conflict of interest. Once we do the mold remediation, we need a third-party company to go in there and do the testing after, make sure what we did worked.
Do they test before and after, or just after?
Most of the time before and after.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and we get a lot of calls. People think they smell mold. So we direct them to them. And then that's when after we get those results back, if they are positive, we go in with our technicians and start the mold remediation process.
Okay. I know you have this little tool also that you can check the moisture in your drywall, right?
We do. Yeah, we have the moisture meters that kind of check how wet the wall is. So yeah, we kind of explain our process. So if you do have water damage, our project managers go out there, they take a look, they assess the damage. After they take a look with the moisture meter, see how wet the wall is. After that, our technicians come in and start the drying process. We get the dehumidifiers in there, fans in there. And then our project managers go every day to check, the drying, like how fast it's drying. So.
Okay. And when you have moisture in your wall, I mean, most people don't think about this, but you can have standing water on your floor, and when it gets into your wall, it just starts climbing up the wall.
It does, yeah. The insulation just soaks it all up, and
Yeah.
yep. So yeah, we can
We can go up 2 or 3 feet, right?
Yep, definitely can. So sometimes we have to do the flood cuts up to 2 feet, 3 feet. So
Mm. So this is pretty much your busy time of year, or your busiest
yeah.
time of year, with all the monsoons.
absolutely, unless it's like a really, really cold winter where pipes start
Oh,
freezing.
yeah.
Yeah, monsoon is our biggest, mostly with roofing issues.
Yeah. You start getting water into your house, and then it just creates all kinds of other problems.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So is Steamy Concepts a local company?
Yeah, locally owned and operated 26 years now. Yeah, it's just we keep growing it. So
Circling back to the mold issues that that you've seen out there, I do recall a situation where a family member of mine consistently complained of smelling mold coming through her ducts, and is that something that homeowners should be concerned about? Like, should we call a restoration company versus an AC company? How would you handle a situation like that?
yeah, I mean we can always go out there, and we do free estimates, so we can kind of go out there and take a look to see if it's something that we can. If not, we would recommend you guys.
Right. I mean, I guess like as a homeowner, when we're talking about mold, what are the signs to look for?
It's a lot of times it's visual mold.
Okay.
So a lot of times you'll be able to see it. But that's, I mean, most of our project managers have been out there doing this for years.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go out there and we can usually see if there's some water damage and that turned into mold.
So, like for instance, if let's say for we all see it in our bathroom showers. Is that something to be concerned about as a homeowner? Like, oh, okay, I'm just going to spray bleach on it and it'll go away.
Yeah. I think
Is there something going on behind the wall that we're just not aware about?
sometimes it depends.
Okay.
So yeah, there definitely can be some issues behind there, but yeah, a lot of times it's just
Like surface.
yeah,
Surface
exactly,
stuff.
surface wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surface mold. So
Does mold smell anything? I mean, what does it smell like?
not really. Like a lot of people think it smells like the
Like mildew.
yeah, mildew.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
but a lot of times it's just the wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you do have a situation where you have some water damage, do you handle the entire process from contacting the insurance to finishing all the repairs?
We do, yeah. So we can our project managers will walk the homeowners through the process. What I always say is, this is something that hopefully you go through once in a lifetime, if that.
Yeah.
It's something we deal with every day. So our project managers, they know the process, they know what to say. So we can call the insurance company, we can file the claim, help them file the claim for them, because a lot of times people don't know.
Yeah.
What their deductible is, and
Or you don't even know where to start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So we kind of walk them through the whole process. So, and we have a sister company, Royalty Renovation, and they do all of our putback. So,
Okay.
so that way it's kind of everything's under the same roof.
Okay. So you go in there, you tear out what needs to be torn out, dry everything out, make sure that there's nothing else growing.
Yeah.
And then then your other company comes in and rebuilds everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
Makes everything livable again.
Makes everything look as good as it was before, if not better. Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
I was thinking about how we have customers calling in and just kind of sharing their story, when they think they know that there's a potential mold issue. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, the biggest mistake that homeowners make is calling the insurance company first, correct? When they should be calling a restoration company. And there's reasons for that, correct?
Yeah. A lot of times, homeowners can shoot themselves in the foot, say things that they think is causing it, and
Right.
it's not. And yeah, so that's why it's always best to have a professional restoration company walk through the homeowner through the
Do an
process.
evaluation. And,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, since we do a free estimate, so free visual inspection, so
Yeah.
might as well get us out there and take a look at the job. So
Yeah, and you've seen thousands of these cases where homeowner probably hasn't seen any at all. So you know already like what the signs are and what to look for.
yep. Yeah, and then also like sometimes homeowners don't know their deductible, and
Oh,
we can
yeah.
kind of take a look to see if it's worth filing a claim.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask you a personal question.
All right,
It
ask
is
away.
a social media sensation, I guess.
I
what,
want
what is up with you and pickles?
Just don't like them. They're so gross.
Is it the texture, the taste, or everything about it?
All of the above. Like,
What was this from childhood, or did you have some kind of traumatic pickle incident?
yeah, kind of. So,
Oh,
so I've
there
never
it
been a
goes.
big fan of them. A great friend of mine, his father, probably not best to say this on the radio, but he worked at a fast food restaurant, and he said that he peed in the pickle jar, and nobody knew. So,
Oh,
So that scarred you
so
forever.
that just scarred me, and I'm like, no.
never touching a pickle again.
I didn't like the taste in the beginning,
Wow.
first of all, and then once he said that, I was like, yep.
Did you know
Never.
that they make ketchup with pickle
Pickle flavoring.
flavoring in it? I accidentally picked up a bottle with ketchup and pickle flavoring it, and it was disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds disgusting. Like Ron said, like I keep getting tons of
Social
I
media
think you
mentions.
said you must have said something one time, and I think everybody just went
Just
off
rage
on
at
that.
yeah.
They're
So-
not going to let you go on
So
it.
tell us how to get a hold of Steamy Concepts.
Yeah, so our office is 24 hours, 7 days a week, 520-903-1200. And we can take care of you.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
Common Good TV show. The Common Good TV show. Brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission. Highlighting the good in the community. Hosted by Pastor John McLean, Tucson's favorite family show.